students, in last video we had seen the Einstein's postulate of quantization of energy. In that we consider there are 7 points which is based on the Einstein's postulate of quantization of energy. In this video we are going to study the chapter number 14, dual nature of radiation and matter. In that the point wave particle duality of electromagnetic radiation. Means duality means it consists of two types, means light consists of two types of nature, wave nature and particle nature. In wave nature they consist of a wavelength and frequency. For example, electromagnetic radiation, that means photon, means example of wave which is the photon. Then particle nature, it consists of a momentum. Momentum, we know the definition of momentum. Momentum, which is the product of mass into velocity. Means if the light which is in a motion, then it consists of a momentum. An example of momentum which is electron. And if both these means if the light consists of both these wave and particle nature, then it consists of a duality of electromagnetic radiation. Then in 1924 the quantum confirmed the particle nature. So on the experiment which is scattering of X-rays, means it consists of a particle nature. So then some summary or some observations which is stated below. The first observation is quantum showed that photon has an associated with momentum. Means here we consider both the natures, light consists of both the natures, wave as well as particle nature. We know the photon which is example of wave and momentum which is example of particle. So if the photon has an associated with momentum along with the energy it carriers, means photon related to momentum, means photon which is wave nature and particle, in that we consider the momentum. So photon is associated along with the energy it carriers. Then the second point, all the photons of electromagnetic radiation of a particular frequency, means all the photons of electromagnetic radiation at a particular frequency have the same energy and momentum. Means all these photons consist of same energy and same momentum. Means light consists of wave particle and wave as well as particle in nature. Then the third point, photons are electrically neutral. Why they neutral? Because these photons cannot deflected by electric and magnetic fields. So these are electrically neutral. Then the fourth point, photons can have particle-like collisions. Means this photon which is collisions, particle-like collisions with other particles such as electrons. Means these photons can particle-like collisions, and these collisions with other particles such as electrons. Means photons which is in wave nature and the electrons which is in particle nature. So then the collision between photons and electrons, means they consist of a wave and particle nature. Light consists of a wave and particle nature. In photon particle collisions, energy and momentum of the same system are conserved. Means if the collision between photon and particle, energy and momentum are conserved, but the number of photons is not conserved. Then the sixth point, photons can be absorbed or new photons can be created. Means photons can be absorbed or photons can be created. Then the seventh point, photons can transfer their energy and momentum during collisions with particles. Means these photons transfer this energy. These photons transfer their energy during collisions to the particles, and after that they disappear. Then the eighth point, photon always move with the speed, means photon always move with the speed, means these photons is never at rest. So this light consists of, means we know here, means it consists of, photon consists of momentum. So it means photon consists of momentum, means light consists of wave and particle nature. So light is called as the wave particle duality of electromagnetic radiation. Then the ninth point, mass of photon is not defined, means photon mass is not defined. Rest mass is zero. Then the 10th point, effects of wave nature of light. Effects of wave nature of light are seen in experiment on interference and diffraction, means wave nature we have already studied in interference and diffraction. Then the next, a picture which is required not only for a light, means this picture is not only for light but for the whole electromagnetic spectrum. This phenomenon, which is termed as wave particle duality of electromagnetic spectrum, means this picture is not required for light but for whole electromagnetic radiation, means light consists of electromagnetic radiation. So this total whole is called as wave particle duality of electromagnetic radiation. Now the next point is wave particle duality of matter, means material particles show wave-like nature, means material particles show wave-like nature under certain circumstances. This phenomenon is known as wave particle duality of matter. We know that duality means this material shows wave particles, wave nature and particle nature. So it is called as the wave particle duality of matter. Then all the material objects in motion have an associated with wavelength, means all these material object which is associated with the wavelength, means wavelength means lambda, and formula for the wavelength is lambda is equal to h upon p, where lambda means the wavelength, h means Planck's constant and p means momentum. Then we know the formula for the momentum, which is equal to m into v, means mass into velocity. Then again this formula is h upon mv. Then the wavelength for macroscopic particle. Macro means big particles like earth, moon. Then the wavelength are small. Why these wavelength are small? Because mass of the earth and moon is very large. And we know the formula for the h, lambda is equal to h upon mv, means wavelength is inversely proportional to mass. So if the mass is bigger, then the wavelength is small. So the wavelength or microscopic particles are small, that cannot be measured. So we cannot be measured. On the other hand, the wavelength associated with subatomic particles. Wavelength associated with subatomic particles like electrons, photons, means its mass is very small. If its mass is very small, then its momentum is small, and then wavelength is large, means its particle is large enough to measure, means its wavelength can be measured. Then for that, conclusion is for both electromagnetic radiation, atomic and subatomic particles, particle nature is dominant, means electromagnetic radiation, subatomic atomic particles, particle nature is dominant during the interaction with matter, means if the particle interact with the matter, then particle nature is dominant. And the other hand, if the interaction during their with the wave, on the other hand, during their interaction with the wave nature is dominant, means if the interact with the matter, particle interact with the matter, particle nature is dominant, and if they interact with the wave, then the wave nature is dominant. So in this video we studied The first point is wave particle duality of electromagnetic radiation. Then the second point in this video, wave particle duality of matter. Then the next video we will study the de Broglie hypothesis. Thank you.